This is the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. We're ready for tip-off, and these fans are as well. It's their home team getting set to match up with a very formidable opponent. Alongside Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, this crowd is hyped, and you look at their guys coming in, they appear to be fired up and ready to go. And I'll tell you what, this is going to be a good one.
And these two teams have gotten a chance to know each other pretty well over this series. It's been a gruesome one so far, very tightly contested. But now, it can boil down to the best of three, which makes tonight's Game 5 a pivotal one.
Doncic. To Hardaway. Mitchell with the rebound. Mitchell with the basketball. Just underway in an ever-crucial Game 5. Trying to cash in? Almost, but no good. Curling inside. Whiteside. To Rudy Gay. Nothing going here on that drive. Rudy Gay. To Conley. Whiteside to Conley. Deep two there, won't go.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
To Luka Doncic. Has a chance. Jumper's good.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Jazz have the ball.
Screen, I got your help.
The shot rejected by Doncic. Dinwiddie into the front court. Lead is 2. It goes down. He improvises and scores.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
To Gobert. Navigates through traffic but can't finish. Doncic to Dinwiddie. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Mitchell with it up top. Down 6. To Rudy Gay. Tough looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Just remember an old saying here. You're only as good as your last shot, and your last shot went in. So it's time to get going.
Hardaway to Dinwiddie. Rudy Gobert rejects it. That's out. Last touch by Rudy Gobert. Doncic. Five on the shot clock for the Mavs. To Luka Doncic. 4-3. Luka Doncic, marked man. Shot altered and no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Dwight Powell sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Doncic to Hardaway. Tim Hardaway Jr. missed his first. That one goes.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Whiteside. Five to shoot for Utah. Has a look. Shot for Mitchell won't go. Dallas owns the basketball to Luka Doncic. Takes stock of the floor. Doncic to Hardaway. Tim Hardaway Jr. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. 10-2 the score. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Hardaway. Down low for Powell. Hassan Whiteside with the block. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Hassan Whiteside. It's no good. Great defense.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Conley. Down low, it's Mitchell. Shot from the lane won't go. Hassan Whiteside. Tips it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards. Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Dinwiddie with the basketball. 10-4 is the score. Taken by the big Frenchman, Gobert. Clarkson with the basketball. Now down 6. Whiteside to Gobert. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Rudy Gobert, couple of free throws on the way. Not the best career mark, 62%. Hits the first free throw.
The NBA Playoffs 20221 round games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Action Infinity 22.
Goes 2 for 2. It's the Mavericks right now at the controls. To Hardaway. Drive here, but the shot stays out. To Clarkson. Joe Ingles. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Burke with it. The score 10-8. To Hardaway. Young to Hardaway. That's usually one that he'll knock down. Clarkson with the basketball. Down 2. To Gobert. Whiteside. The Jazz with 4 in the shot clock. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
To Hardaway. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. but you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Tim Hardaway Jr. at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 80% at the line. First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. Conley into the front court. It's 12-10. To Rudy Gay. Joe Ingles. Oh, had him going there for a second. Count the bucket for 2.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Dallas with the possession. To Hardaway. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Tim Hardaway Jr. at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw's good. A 3-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Conley into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Gobert. Clarkson. Hassan Whiteside. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Young. Hardaway to Young. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
To Whiteside. Finish that. Lee with the basketball. Leads 3. To Young. Over to the right side. To Hardaway. Going to launch beyond the arc. How's that for a start? 14 points in this first quarter as he knocks down the 3.
And look, I know this requires great conditioning on the defensive part, but you have to start denying him the ball. Make him catch the ball further away from the basket.
Whiteside to Conley. 5 to shoot for Utah. From long range. Off the mark. No good to Whiteside. Gets a look. Can't hit. Here's Barea. Up by 6. To Hardaway. Oh, not a good pass there as it's stolen by Utah. Conley to Whiteside. And the 2. Rudy Gobert cashes in.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Given 22 points. High percentage.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Rocking the rim. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Clarkson to Gobert. Shot won't go. Bullock up against
The
Rudy
NBA
Gay.
Playoffs 2022-1 round Game 5 matchup will be coming up next. Seed 8
Beyond the
New
arc for
Orleans
three.
Pelicans,
It's
seed 1
rebounded by
Phoenix Suns.
Whiteside. Mitchell with the basketball, trailing by 4. Here comes the screen to Gobert. And Barea the rebound. Trying to cash in, knocks it down off the step back. Deep three at the buzzer. 3 at the buzzer is good. And a fitting close to this one. They're right back in it after 1 quarter of play. One quarter down. Long way to go. So, buckle up. It's wide open.
And we're exceeding the speed limit. These guys are playing fast. And the thing I love about it the most, there's entertainment in this game. Guys are looking away after they shoot the ball. Guys are clapping. Guys are energetic. This is why you love this sport.
Nothing going here on that drive. The Jazz with 4 on the shot clock. Mitchell's shot comes up empty. Lee with the basketball. Up by 3. Doncic to Dinwiddie. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Spencer Dinwiddie trying to cash in on the 3-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Free throw good as he completes the 3-point play. The lead is up to 6. Utah with the possession. To Joe Ingles. To Clarkson. Scores from the post.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Dinwiddie into the front court. We're a minute into the second quarter. Curling inside. From the painted area, won't go down.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chipping.
To Joe Ingles. Shot clock winding down. Joe Ingles. Mitchell. Now that's a contest. Dinwiddie with the basketball. Leads 4. To Luka Doncic. To Dinwiddie. Shot clock. It's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Has a chance. Powell. Shot off the mark.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Joe Ingles. Short jumper off the mark. Dinwiddie into the front court. They
The
lead
NBA
it 4-point
Playoffs
game.
2-0-2-2-1 round Game 5 matchup will be coming up
Young.
next. Seed 6 Denver Nuggets, Seed 3 Golden State Warriors.
Thaddeus Young. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Ed, I get it. I know why Indiana fans love Thaddeus Young. He's that guy that just shows up to work every day and is going to outwork you, outgrind you. They don't make players like that anymore.
Driving right to the basket. Spencer Dinwiddie sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Dallas has it. To Luka Doncic. Surveys the floor. For three. Won't go down. Mitchell with it up top. Down 6. From the outside, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
New blood coming in for both sides. Whiteside gets it in the left corner. To Whiteside. They get it down to Gobert. Rudy Gobert. 3 for 6 now.
This game is so mental. Trust me. Some nights you give poor effort defensively. You can't make any shots. Then you see the ball go in. Boom. Switch turned on.
To Luka Doncic. Slam dunk.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Has a look. Gobert comes up empty. Dinwiddie with the basketball. His team on top by 8. Doncic. To Dinwiddie. Hassan Whiteside. Huge block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Utah ball. To Whiteside. And the rebound comes down to Young. Dinwiddie into the front court. It's an 8-point lead. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Young to Lee. Luka Doncic slams it down. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Whiteside. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To Whiteside. Joe Ingles. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Won't go. Clarkson with the basketball. Now down 6.
The NBA playoffs 2-0-2-2-1 round Game 5 matchup will be coming up next. Seed 2 Memphis Grizzlies, Seed 7 Minnesota Timberwolves.
Add 2 points to the board.
For any fans out there that thought Donovan Mitchell didn't put any stock into the fact that he was not the Rookie of the Year, you are wrong. Donovan Mitchell was that type of guy that uses everything in his power to fuel him to be the best on the court each and every day. If that was a campaign he built with Adidas, rookie question mark, it doesn't matter. That perceived failure is something that will only make this kid better tomorrow.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Conley. Smothering D.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Shot from in close, no good. Conley. Second effort. The follow won't go either. Jazz pick it up. To Joe Ingles. Gobert. Can't slam it down. Nothing going here on that drive. To Dinwiddie. To Luka Doncic. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Knocked loose. And that'll get out of bounds off one of the Mavericks. Time for some new personnel into the game. Whiteside. Mitchell shot off the mark. Dinwiddie into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Luka Doncic. The drive right to the basket. He wants it at the rim and scores.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly
The
button.
NBA playoffs 2-0-2-2-1 round Game 5 matchup will be coming up next. Seed 2 Boston Celtics, Seed 7 Brooklyn Nets.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Whiteside. Nice pass to get things going.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
Mavericks with the possession to Dinwiddie. Oh, good defense by the Jazz as they come away with the steal. To Whiteside. Can't connect. To Luka Doncic. Hassan Whiteside able to recover with the block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
To Rudy Gay. Rudy Gobert. Now 4 for 9.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Luka Doncic. Able to convert inside.
What I like about Spencer Dinwiddie is that he's a worker. I remember he got hurt his last year in college at Colorado, still decided to take a chance on himself, went into the draft, got drafted second round, and now I see him still defining and refining his game.
Has a chance. Mitchell shot. No good.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Here's a chance from long range. That's how you defend.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Lee. Cleans it up. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Utah's got it. Whiteside to Gobert. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's not his range. It's no good. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Rebounds pulled in by Gobert. We have reached the break in this pivotal Game 5. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Mavericks put together a nice half and were rewarded with a solid lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Dallas Mavericks. The Jazz were unable to find an offensive flow in the opening half. Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments. These are the guys getting buckets for the Utah Jazz.
First half stats. Player of the half.
Doncic is doing everything he can on defense to get the win. He's blocking shots, he's getting steals, and he's setting the tone for his team.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this, except that he fits the title of this segment? He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To Whiteside. Rudy Gay. Almost, and he's not getting the call. Has a look. Not today.
Cultures have communication. Great cultures have teammates that are willing to push you to limits that maybe you didn't even see that you had. But right now, there's no leader on this team. Everybody's just going their separate ways.
With the step back.
All right, you got the first bucket of the second half. Now get a stop, because honestly, that's where your troubles were in the first.
To Hardaway. Can't miss those.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
To Dinwiddie. Hardaway. Deep left corner. To Luka Doncic. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Two for two on that trip. Mitchell with the basketball. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Baseline drive, but he can't finish.
Remember that old saying, let sleeping dogs lie? I wouldn't trash talk to this guy right now. I wouldn't want to do anything to ignite him or really instigate him to start attacking more.
Baseline drive. And he's going to the free throw line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Donovan Mitchell has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 80% at the line. First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Mavericks with the basketball. To Luka Doncic. Rudy Gobert pins it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Rudy Gay. Nothing going here on that drive. Won't go down. To Hardaway. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Curling inside, from the outside, and a putback slam.
The true measure of Rudy Gobert comes on the defensive end. He was all-NBA defensive first team and was tied for the lowest opponent field goal percentage at 43%. You ain't getting by that.
To Dinwiddie. Lets it fly from long range. Can't get the bounce. Mitchell with it up top. The deficit is 6. To Gobert. Sent it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Here comes the screen. Powell, guarded by Rudy Gay. To Dinwiddie. Doncic. Fires the three. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Rudy Gay to Joe Ingles. Over to the right side. Hassan Whiteside. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Mitchell with the basketball. Down 6 to Gobert. To Whiteside. Whoa! What a finish! Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Good. Off a spin.
When you're a EuroLeague MVP at the age of 19, let me break down why your game is perfectly suited at the PG spot to be a dominant one in the league. Because Luka Doncic is a technician offensively. In any screen and roll opportunity, he makes the simple read. He's not the most dynamic player offensively. He doesn't have Ben Simmons' athleticism. But what he does have is Rajon Rondo vision, mixed with a jump shot where he can beat you any and every way he wants to.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. To Whiteside. Short jumper off the mark. Donovan Mitchell snatching it out of the air.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. Up 6. To Luka Doncic. Nothing going here on that drive. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To Clarkson. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
To Dinwiddie. Count the basket at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Mitchell with it up top. His guys trail by 10. Gobert to Rudy Gay. Knocked loose. That approach, that's what you want to see. Nice save. Has a chance, and he hits.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognize how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
To Young. Doncic to Young. It's rebounded by Mitchell. Knocked loose. Mavs have it. Luka Doncic slams it down.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Active fans to stay with it. We'll get a jump. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Lee with the basketball. Lead stands at 10. To Luka Doncic. Gets to the basket and scores.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
They get it down to Mitchell. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Donovan Mitchell, a couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. Knocks down the first. Able to convert on both free throws. Curling inside. Rudy Gobert with a piece. That's his third block this evening.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
To Luka Doncic. Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To Whiteside. Mike Conley, 3 for 6 now.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Doncic. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
It's Jazz ball. Conley. Driving right to the basket. Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chipping.
And scores. Strong take.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Here comes the screen. Good defense. He had nowhere to go. The result, jump ball. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. To Young. Doncic. Had a chance, but it's no good. Joe Ingles. Mitchell. No good. That's great defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Luka Doncic. It's rebounded by Gobert. Mitchell with the basketball. His guys can get a 2-for-1 if they time this out. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
To Luka Doncic. Free throws coming up.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Luka Doncic at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Jazz have the ball.
I got ball.
Has a look. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it. Deep 3 at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. It was a strong one for the Mavericks. Dallas with the basketballs. We begin the 4th quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the 4th quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the 4th.
Trying to cash in, that's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Conley to Gobert. Block shot.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular...
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. And abuses the rim with the slam.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
To Young. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Thaddeus Young at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 67%. Free throws good as they continue to widen their lead. Across the timeline, it's Conley. He'll run the offense. Joe Ingles to Conley. By Conley, 4 out of 7.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Hardaway to Young. Nothing going here on that drive. Missed it. How'd that not go down? Conley into the front court. The deficit now up to 13. Joe Ingles to Conley. To Clarkson. Has a chance. Clarkson shot no good. Hardaway. Short jumper misses. Utah with the possession. Conley down to Gobert. Off the assist.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Young. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. From the outside, no good.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Mike Conley. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Hardaway. From the painted area, won't go down. Conley into the front court. His guys down by 9. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
First one goes down. And he makes them both. To Lee. Baseline drive. And he drains it.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
To Joe Ingles. Shot from in close, no good. To Hardaway. Young. A good defense by the Jazz as they come away with it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Utah ball. Conley. That's off the side of the rim, no good. And draws the contact. So, Rudy Gobert going to the line for 2 shots.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Rudy Gobert has got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. And hits the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second. Dinwiddie into the front court. His team leads it by 10. Big finish at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Clarkson to Conley. Not going down for him this time. Gets it in the right corner. Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Clarkson. Conley. Mitchell. He's looking for that touch. Doncic. Gobert swats it. Fourth this contest.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
And Boban there to take in the rebound. Dinwiddie with the basketball. They lead it by 14.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Shifting gears, here comes some substitutions. Doncic. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Hardaway. Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To Whiteside. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Trying to cash in, able to convert inside.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
And he'll go to the foul line.
Ed and I want to go home, too. But fouls like that only stop the clock for all of us.
Dwight Powell, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 73%. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2. Across the timeline, it's Conley. Down a bundle. To Whiteside. Not that time. Hardaway to Luka Doncic. Shot from the lane won't go. Pass stolen by the Mavericks. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Tim Hardaway Jr. trying to cash in on a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw's good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Conley into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Gobert. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
To Dinwiddie. Down low for Powell. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Utah's got it. Sizing up the defense with a drop step. It's Doncic with the board.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Dwight Powell rejects it. Ooh, 5 now.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
To Dinwiddie. Hardaway. Conley into the front court. His guys down big.
That's me. I got ball.
To Whiteside. Conley to Whiteside. Picked up by the Mavericks.
That's all she wrote. Dribble it out.
And throws it down.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Clarkson to Whiteside. And the 2. Rudy Gobert cashes in.
In the paint, you need to finish, just like that.
Dinwiddie into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Screen coming. 5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. To Dinwiddie with a drop step. Fires the 3. Spencer Dinwiddie, no problem. Contested, hits the 3.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
To Whiteside. Here comes the screen. Whiteside knocked loose, and that'll get out of bounds off one of the Mavericks. It'll stay with Utah. Whiteside. He engulfed him that time.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Off the iron. It came out. Mavs have it.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Whistle blows. Intentional foul.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
Can't connect on the first free throw. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. The victory to the Mavericks. They've claimed the pivotal Game 5 to go up 3 games to 2 in this best-of-7 series. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Mavericks added a win with today's solid victory. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. Check out the leading scores for the Dallas Mavericks. The Jazz didn't lose big, but it wasn't exactly close either. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, You could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored. For the Utah Jazz,
Game track. Three-point shooting.
the Dallas Mavericks were able to stretch the defense because of how effectively they were scoring from long range. The opposition couldn't make the necessary adjustments and now have to settle with a loss.
Player of the game.
Doncic played the role of facilitator today, and no one is more happy than his teammates.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.